In this short video we want to introduce how to classify medical device, IVD. Our topics. You need always to classify your medical device or IVD in global registration. We explain why it is especially important in China. The classification in China is somehow special, however risk-based from Class 1 to moderate Class 2 and high-risk Class 3. Have you studied different classification rule in each market? We match your Chinese classification together if you master intended use. Before determining the classification, actually one step is extreme important and ignored by many manufacturers: 6 digits product code. We explicate the Chinese product code. Contact us for more info regarding free consulting and unique Elearning, which starts soon. Similar to product classification in most countries, we have 3 classes for medical device and IVD: 1, 2 and 3. Due to different classification method in China, you should be ready to have a well-outlined intended use of medical device or IVD. Then you can match product code and classification in Chinese classification catalog. It is critical to match actively the correct classification, which impacts critical type testing, clinical evaluation, or study and other extensive registration dossier and many post-market activities. Here are 3 examples of each classification in China. Distractor is Class 1. All kinds of wheelchair in China belong to Class 2 product, and magnetic resonance imaging scanner is a high-risk Class 3 product. You can imagine, the higher the risk of subject product is, and the more requirements by authority for this product are stipulated. For example, Class 1 don't need clinical evaluation, most of Class 2 and 3 need it. Only a few high-risk Class 3 products need even clinical trial. Be aware, depending on market, your product can be there up-classified and down-classified. In China, unfortunately, often up-classified. You could have a rough comparison between Chinese, American and European markets that the classification is similar in this figure. It could be different. The wheelchair is in China and US Class 2, however in EU Class 1. Due to fully another classification rule and 4 classes in Europe, it is more complex to compare. Be intransparent to match classification in Chinese classification catalog. However, you must know the deciding medical term which is intended use of your product. Here is an example of translated Chinese catalog. If you are familiar with classification catalog, go to correct main panel, which is represented by the first digits of 6 digits Chinese product code, here medical software. Here the indication for use is critical to find 2 classifications with the same product code. Let's have a look at 22 whole main product categories in China. It is extreme similar to FDA product panel, and the introduced Chinese product code is equivalent to regulations number or 3 product code at FDA. Knowing your Chinese code is not only important for planning registration and for following all product-specific regulation, but also to find our competitors' products. Hopefully you would understand that determine Chinese classification is your active business, because you have to match the intended use more or less exactly in Chinese classification catalog. You can decide which product with unique Chinese intended use only to start Chinese regulatory journey. Don't forget to invest time to understand all behind product code. If no product code is found, you can apply for a determination of class in China free of charge. Contact us if you need a gap analysis for your Chinese registration. We will provide many scenarios of product classification to have a pragmatic registration without unnecessary regulatory hurdle. Do you get more insight of Chinese knowledge in this short video? You can gain more valuable learning material in our upcoming My Compliance Elearning. We will provide translated Chinese classification catalog, go deeper to IVD and software classification, and even combination product. With your test you can prove your learning results. Using the free supervisor you can also clear your regulatory trouble in field every time. The special session is International Registration and Soft Skills, where you open a new horizon of beloved regulatory task. Contact us to have a chat so we know your level and expectation, and we will have a tailored lesson schedule.